to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system.
Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Broncos and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the chance from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. They're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Another carry from Michel on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Murray off play action. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run with Michel. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go left side here with Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he takes this just a few. Shy of the red zone before going out. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 11-yard line.
Now Murray. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Broncos.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A give. This is Michel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Michel. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Murray now to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 52 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did. And, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson. Williams brings it in. He's at the 40. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play, he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he's got this down to the 35.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Wilson. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got a first down past the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. Yeah, people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Murray now on first down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Play action. Now Wilson escapes the sack. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41 from the shotgun. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Denver.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got Smith here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. McManus's point after is good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood. Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. K.J. Hamler returning it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the... before going out.
First down, Broncos.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Williams again, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now to Goodwin.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And it's Michel once again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be out right at the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, Michel. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Steps away to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Judy, 30 yards. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Michel on the counter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Cardinals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. Michel. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Touchdown. It's complete. DeAndre Hopkins with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Second and 14. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And that's caught by Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Now Wilson. He's got Hamlin.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Wilson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 48 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football where everyone is coming from, you don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make this a second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9, opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll get that complete to Alberto. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They could have tried for the field goal to take the lead, but scratch that.
Yeah, they decided to go ahead and try and win it right now, and now we understand a little bit more about the mindset of different teams in regards to the rules of overtime since they changed. A touchdown, you win it right then and there. You kick the field goal, they have a chance to retaliate. They didn't want that, obviously. And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So that's what an angry defense looks like and what they can do. They told him, you've had your 3 touchdowns already. No way you're getting a 4th.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. First throw of overtime for Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the Broncos are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. After the interception, here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
13 yards on the play.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.